Hi, and welcome back to another car conversation, you guys. Happy Friday. I hope you all had a wonderful week. And by the way, not only should I be saying happy Friday, but happy new month. We are in the month of July. Today is July the 3rd. As you know, tomorrow is 4th of July. I don't know about you all, but I'm going to be doing as little as possible. But happy new month. And guess what, you guys? This is the start of a new quarter. We are moving into the third quarter of the year. Now, I know things have been a little tight and a little rough for some because of all that's going on in the world, but I want to wish each and every one of you a happy new month and a happy third quarter. So let's jump on into today's topic. Today's topic is you owe you. Did you hear what I said? I said you owe you. I just like I owe me. So number one, you have to take responsibility for creating the life that you want to have. Too many times I think people sit back and they want everybody else to create this great life. Y'all know I love the air quote, but this great life for them. And they sit back and they wait and not thinking that you've got to get out there and do your part to have the life that you want to have. It's just like if I'm looking for a speaking engagement. Now, every now and then you might have somebody to reach out to you because they know you about a speaking engagement, but let's say they don't know you and they don't know that you are a speaker, then they're not going to reach out to you to ask you, hey, would you like to come speak at my event? So you've got to get out there, take responsibility for creating the life that you want to have. Number two, you owe yourself to design the life that you envision. If you envision having a specific life, because for all of us that is going to look different, then it is up to you to design the life that you've been dreaming about. You know, we all have that let me air quote again, that life that we've been dreaming about since we were little kids. And most of us are now in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. So whatever that life is that you've been dreaming about, it's time for you to start making it happen. Number three, you have to decide how you respond to people, places, and things, and how you will let those things affect you. If I allow something or someone to upset me and I have to go off, like the story I think I told you guys a few weeks ago with the gentleman that dumped the trash, and he always puts our trash can over here to next door to my neighbor's house. And my mom asked him a simple question. She said, excuse me, which trash can is mine, so she can bring our trash can back over in our yard. And he seemed like he was very agitated anyway, and he was offended, and I mean he just went off, and I allowed his ugly behavior to take me to a place that I didn't really want to go. And so we had some words. You know, he stood right here at this fence. Y'all can't see it, but this fence right here. And he had the nerve to swell up his chest talking about, because you don't know me, you don't know what I've been through. And I said, you know, I was so pissed off by then. I said, you're right, I don't know you, and I don't know what you've been through. And to be honest with you right now, I don't care. What I care about is that you're being rude to my mother, and we're not having that. I said, so you can swell up your little bird chest all you want to. I can swell up mine, and guess what? Mine is bigger than yours. So now what you trying to do? You know, I mean, we were going back and forth, and I was prepared. As a wooden piece of wood right there where my mom's flower box is, honey, I was going to get that thing and beat him until he couldn't see straight. But that's a whole nother video. But you have to decide how you will let people, places, and things affect you and your behavior. Because I did go in, not right away because I was still in my feelings, but later on I did go and I asked God to forgive me for the things that I said that I will not repeat on this video. But yeah, I mean, he just took me there. Let me say this. I allowed his ugly behavior to take me to a place that I didn't want to be. And number four, you will have to go through and grow through things in during your lifetime. Now, those are two different things. You're going to have to go through some things, but there's some things that you're going to have to grow through during your lifetime, just like I have. Many of you have. And if you say, well, not me, I have. And guess what? Keep right on living, honey, because your day will come. Number five, you have to monitor and manage your attitude. Goes back to the story I told you about the trash guy. If I had monitored and managed my attitude, I could have sat down and said, you know what, come here for a minute. Let me pray with you. I don't know what's going on with you, but can I pray with you? You know, and that very well could have made a world of difference. But you know, I didn't. I did not manage, and I did not monitor my attitude, and so that's how things kind of got out of hand. Number 6, you have to live with intention and free of excuses. You must be persistent about achieving your goals. And I can't stress this enough, you guys. You have got to be persistent. You can't say, well, I have a goal that I want to achieve today, and then you just let that goal fall by the wayside for the next 3 months, and then you pick it back up for about 3 or 4 months, and then you let it fall off for a year. No, you've got to be persistent. And that means working on that goal every day, every day, every day. I didn't say all day, but I said every day. When you get off your 9 to 5 or your 8 to 4:30 or whatever your hours may be, you need to be working on that goal, but you've got to be persistent about it. And here's your bonus. Here's your midway bonus. Your time equals your life. Ooh, y'all look at that. Your time equals your life. Number 7, you have to be willing to be a risk taker to get from where you are to where you want to be. I can't stress that enough. If you want to get from point A to point B, you've got to be a risk taker. You have got to be a risk taker. You know, and I'm not saying taking risks that could potentially harm you, but you have to be willing to take risks if you want to get from where you are to where you want to be. So if you have decided that you want to have a coaching business of any kind, and matter of fact, it can be any business, you've got to be willing to take risks to get your business out there. If you want people to know who you are, you've got to take a risk. When I got started on YouTube, guess what? People on YouTube didn't know me, unless, you know, you just happen to know me and you subscribe to my channel. But most of you all that are subscribed to my channel did not know me prior to seeing me on YouTube. But you took a risk to say, hey, let me look at this video. You liked it and you said, let me look at another one and another one and another one. Let me subscribe. You see what I'm saying? So, but you have to be willing to take risks and stop hiding in your little corners. Number 8, you must get rid of fear, doubt, and other people's opinions. I can't, if you don't remember anything else I told you today, you have got to get rid of your fears, your doubts, and definitely other people's opinions. Because other people's, hey, how you doing? I'm good. Other people's, y'all, sorry, that was my neighbor speaking. Other people's opinions of you. I think that man probably wonders, why am I always sitting in the car talking to myself? But anyway, I digress. You have got to get rid of other people's opinions, because other people's opinions of you are just that. It's their opinions. Don't let that work you up and get you all worked up and have you frustrated and flustered. Their opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one, right? Everybody has one, so they're entitled to think what they want to think. But you don't have to let their opinions keep you from doing what it is that you want to do. Number 9, your circumstances and situations don't determine your destiny. You do. I do. We determine our destiny, not your situation, because whatever it is that you're going through right now, that has no determination on your destiny. That's just where you are right now. But that doesn't say that you can't go on and be successful in whatever it is that you want to accomplish just because right now you're not in a good place. Do you know how many people I think about? Lord have mercy. I think about, I'm trying to think. Usually if I say Medea, I think about, I can't think of his name, y'all. Watch this one come to me later on. But anyway, I think about the guy that plays the character Medea. He was broke. This man was broke. He was broken. But look at him now. He is rich, y'all. Tyler Perry. I knew it was going to come to me. I look at people like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey tells his story how he went from sleeping in his car. He used to fish in lakes, and then at rest stops where they have grills, he said he kept charcoal in his car, and he would set up one of the grills and cook the fish that he caught at whatever lake he happened to stop off. Hopefully he was able to catch some fish before the owner of the lake ran him off. But those individuals had nothing, and look at them today. They are rich. Do you hear what I'm saying? And you know why? Because they were persistent. They had goals, they had dreams, and they stuck to it. They didn't say, okay, well, because I am where I am, I'm never going to be able to get to the next level. They didn't do that. And number 10, who you are today and your current situation are a reflection of your past choices and how you spent your time. Let me say that one more again because somebody didn't catch that. I think and you in the back of the room, you didn't get that. Who you are today, who you are, who I am, who we are today, and your current situation are a reflection of your past choices and how you spent your time. That's deep, and I wish I had more time to really unpack this. And maybe I'll do a separate video just talking about this. But in essence, what that's saying is if you're not where you want to be today, it's because of past choices that you made. Wherever you are right now is a direct reflection of the choices you made, the choices that you made in the past. That's why you are where you are. If you've made the choice of going from one funky, messed up relationship to another one, and you wonder why you're beat down mentally, physically, and you don't have trust in men and or women, it's because of the relationships that you chose in the past. See, that's why I say you can learn a lot from people just by looking at them. And that's not judging, because I don't believe in judging folks. I don't want to be judged, and I don't judge other people. But like Les Brown says, he says I can look at a person. He said I can look at a person's circle of influence and tell you a lot about that person just by the company that they keep. So just keep in mind that who you are today in your current situation, they are a direct reflection of your past choices, be it good, bad, or indifferent, and how you spent your time. And here's your second bonus. Who you become tomorrow will be based on the decisions that you make and the actions that you take today, right now. And when I say right now, whatever time it is that you are watching this video, I'm talking about right now. So let that sink in. And all of this is going to be in the description box. So if you didn't get a chance to write your notes, don't worry about it. You can go back and look in the description box. So today's video was all about you owe you. And I gave you 10 things to think about. Number one, I said you have to take responsibility for creating the life that you want to have. You have to take responsibility. Don't leave that up to your spouse, your siblings, your mom, your dad, your aunt, your cousins, your grandma, your grandfather, your co-workers, your pastor, your church members, the choir members, the ushers, the deacons, the security team. None of that. Don't let anybody to help you decide don't let them tell you what it is that you need to do. The life that you want, you are responsible for creating. And number two, you owe yourself to design the life that you envision. You owe yourself that. Number three, you have to decide how and respond. You have to decide how you respond to people, places, and things, and how you will let those things affect you. How you respond is up to you. You have a choice. You can go off and cuss folk out. You can, if that's what you choose to do, but you can also smile and let them folks know, you know what, I'm not going there with you today. I'm going to pray for you. You have a good day. Number four, you will have to go through and grow through things during your lifetime. And if you don't believe me, just look back over your life. There's some things that you had to go through in order to be where you are right now. But there's some things that you had to grow through because it was all about, it had to do with where you were at a particular age. Number five, you have to monitor and manage your attitude at all times. I am working on that every day. That's my prayer. Lord, please don't let anybody get under my skin and have me going off acting like a fool. Don't let them see the real Michelle. See, I always say that there's two people inside of you. There's the you that we see every day, but there's a you that most people don't ever get to see. And when they get to see it, it's not nice at all. So they're going to wish that they had never seen it. That's me. When that other side of Michelle comes out, that's a Michelle that you don't want to have to deal with at all. And I try not to bring her out if I don't have to, okay? Number 6, you have to live with intention and free of excuses. Stop making excuses. We're done with excuses, you guys. We're halfway through this year, so we're done with excuses. You must be persistent about achieving your goals. And when I say persistent, I mean you're working on them every day. Even if you have a full-time job, whether you have kids and a spouse and all that other good stuff, a home to take care of, As soon as you're done with those things, you need to work on your goals and your dreams. Even if you can only devote an hour to it or 30 minutes, it doesn't matter to me. But you need to be persistent. And your first bonus that I gave you was your time equals your life. Let that sink in. Your time equals your life. How are you spending it? Number 7, you have to be willing to be a risk taker to get from where you are to where you want to be. If you're not willing to take risks, guess what? You're not going to go anywhere because you're too afraid. You have to step out there and take some risks. Number 8, you must get rid of fear, doubt, and other people's opinions. Stop letting fear keep you from stepping out of your shell. Stop doubting yourself and keeping you from taking the next step. And certainly stop listening to other people's opinions. Everybody has an opinion, okay? We all do. But you have to stop letting other people's opinions keep you from doing what you want to do. There are going to be people that are going to say, oh, Michelle, that's nice, but I don't know if you should do that. Or that's nice, but I don't think people are going to be interested. That's all right. Go out there and try it anyway. And if people aren't interested, you're going to know that. And you can change things as you need to, but stop letting other people's opinions hold you back from doing and being all that you can be. Number 9, your circumstances and situations don't determine your destiny. You do. Where you are right now doesn't determine your destiny. Whenever you go down the street and you happen to see someone that's down and out, and maybe they're a drug addict or an alcoholic, don't ever count them out. Don't ever, and I can't stress that enough, do not count them out. Because God has a plan for them just like he has a plan for you. And where they are right now is not where they're going to be later on. Not necessarily. Sometimes, in some cases, that's just what it is. But in most cases, it's not. I think about a member of our church. When he came, he was homeless. He was staying at the men's shelter uptown in D.C. And we had a tent revival. Of course, we had food. He came, got some food, listened to the preached word. And at the end of that service, he gave his life to Christ. Because it wasn't like he hadn't known Christ before, but life happened to him. And that's how he got where he was. And my mom was his prayer partner. And I remember that Sunday in church, and my pastor, Dr. H. Beecher Hicks, he asked the men, he said, I need some men to come forward. And I need you all to lay hands on this gentleman right here and pray for him. I need somebody to provide a roof over his head. I need somebody to help him get a job. And when you saw him a few months after that, oh my God, he was looking clean cut and ready to go. You would never have believed that he was living in a homeless shelter just a month or two earlier. So don't ever count anybody out, okay? Always try to help people. Don't look down your nose on anybody. And number 10, who you are today and your current situation are a reflection of your past choices and how you spent your time. Y'all, that is so real. And like I said, one of these days I'm going to do a separate video where we can really unpack this, because there's a lot to that. And your last bonus is who you become tomorrow will be based on the decisions that you make and the actions that you take right now. Start today, unless it's late at night. Start today to make some different choices, to take some different actions, and start becoming the person that God called you to be, and start becoming the person that you want to be. You guys, that's all I have. That's all I have. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that continue to support me in all that I do. You know the drill. I love each and every one of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let's have a conversation. And go out there, you guys, and find somebody, just one person. All I'm asking you to do is find one person that you can encourage. Just one. If you find more, great. But I'm asking you all to go out there and find one person that you can encourage and say, hey, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can be whatever it is that you want to be. Encourage them. And if you have some resources that you can, I'm not necessarily saying financial resources, that's great too. But if you have other resources, like maybe you know somebody that can help that person get to the next level, reach out and help them. Let's start helping one another. Okay? And I promise you, this will make this world a much better place. Till next time, take care.